What's the competition been like? We've heard a lot from Coach Brom about the depth on the line and that there is more depth. Mm-hmm. Do you feel that when you're out there?
Yeah, for sure. It's a big thing with Lance. Hope he keeps continuing to heal up, but it is a competition. He's been rotating guys in and out. Did it in the scrimmage, been doing it the last 2-3 weeks. We got guys. Got guys in the 1s and 2s group. I feel really confident in, and I think we could rotate and really stay healthy. Biggest part, but be fresh in games.
When you guys were maybe at your best last year before Nato, when you all were rotating, were able to get in some other guys in there. Don't you feel that does help?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Even last year before Nato's injury, me and him started going halves on games, and he's like, I feel good. We're both getting our work in. It's really a big thing because the season's long. It's getting longer with the playoff, and it's just important as guys up front in the trenches, O-line and D-line, that we're both all just staying healthy, rotating guys, being able to get to that next game.
You play multiple spots on the offensive line, and you're one of several guys who kind of play multiple spots, like you play guard, center, tackle, what have you. How important is that versatility in terms of being able to rotate guys in and out and stay fresh?
I mean, it's huge. To have guys be able to either play center and guard or guard and tackle is very important. Coach does a really good job of that. He allows us to just learn. That's the biggest thing, learning the technique of the difference of the positions and being able to do that at a high level.
And for you specifically, how have you come along in terms of being able to play multiple different spots on the line at a high level?
Come a lot. First couple of years here, didn't get much playing time. Still learning that center position right out of high school, having never played it. But then going into really right guard, brand new last year once Nato got hurt. Just being able to have that versatility on you, one, it's good for pros and scouts, but two, it's just important for us at this level to be able to have those guys.
Who takes over the role of leadership with Hudson gone?
It's been Mike. Mike was always a leader. He's been a leader for a while, and then between me, Nato, Pete, we've tried to step in and all give our experience and our leadership to the young guys, as well as just sharing our experiences with them. I think that's really important.
You mentioned the playoff and creating the season to get longer. It obviously speaks to the expectations that you guys have. Being a local guy, how cool is it to be part of that rising expectations and not just getting to the ACC championship but beyond?
It's awesome. It gives a lot of teams throughout the country just that spark, that it's more than just trying to get to the ACC or a different conference championship, because at a lot of teams, at a lot of levels, that was the biggest goal. But now with the 12-team playoff, it's a big opportunity for teams to also get to that conference championship, but as well as excel to that playoff, because there's a chance for it now.
Tyler's had a history of injuries. Just the crucial side for you guys to protect him this year. I mean, what is that responsibility like? And do you guys feel even more of a need to protect him just knowing that history?
Obviously, yes. We take pride in not getting our quarterback hit. But one thing, Tyler can run now. He has those wheels. He has the arm. He's got it all. I really think it's important for us, obviously, to protect him. There's no question about that. But it's also important to know that we have a guy that believes in us and knows that we're going to give him that time to sling it down the field because he has the arm.
What's been the most impressive thing you've seen him do so far? Just what's kind of stood out to you about him?
About Tyler? One, he's just a stand-up guy. He's a very good person. And two, he's out there rolling to the left, slinging it 40 yards downfield like no man's business. Like, no reason he should have a pass that accurate downfield, and he can do it. So
The ground game last year was pretty dynamic, carried the team really offensively. Do you anticipate it being as strong this season?
Oh, yeah. I don't see any drop-off. I know we had our two of our three pretty much star running backs go to the league, and they're already excelling in the preseason. But we got guys that came in. We got Maurice still here, him, Don, and some of the freshmen now they're getting after it. They're stepping up even when we mess up and playing the boom to some of these D linemen. So I'm excited for that group as well. I think they have a big dynamic as well.
Austin, you played center. You saw Brian do it the last couple of years. What's Pete like? What's he been, the transition, and how has he been kind of stepping in?
Pete's been doing good. Still just adapting, learning, really getting that chemistry with the whole line, because that's what it takes for a center. It's important for him to know the strengths and weaknesses of everybody, because at the end of the day, he's the one making the calls. Now I'm there too. I always tell him that I've played center in the offense. I have a very good grasp of the offense. So I'm like, if you're ever in doubt, just nudge me, ask me a question. I'm there. I'm pretty much, in my head, I'm looking as if I'm a center, calling out the play in my head just so I know, so I can relay it if I'm on the backside with a tackle or front side, whatever it may be.
Chris Bell talked about how maturity is something he's worked on this year, especially after the Kentucky game with those penalties. How much have you seen that maturity from him?
A lot. I think Chris, I've always loved Chris. He was a firecracker for sure when he first came in, and I think this year he's got just more of a calm to him, and it's allowed him to make those plays really lock in more to it. So it's great for him. It's great for the team. It's great for him to lead his room and just really the whole team.
Going back to the ground game, how much have both you and kind of the unit as a whole progressed in run blocking, especially with so many guys on that line coming back for year two under the system?
I think we've progressed great. Not much has changed. You know, we've known the run game and how it is a dynamic part of this offense as well as the pass game. But for us, it's drilling it, getting our fits, getting our hats. It's important to, you know, show the running backs the lanes that we can provide for them, and I think we've done that, and we're going to continue to do that even better.
All right, Austin. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Austin.